Alright, I'm back to work. It's bloody Wednesday. Yep, Wednesday. Back to work. Didn't really have a day off. I was chopping firewood and shit. I kind of had a day off. It was a pretty slow day today. My hemorrhoids are feeling much better. Thank you for asking. Chicken woke us up this morning. Before it even got bloody light. I get up when it gets light anyway. But before it even got bloody light, the chicken started crying. So, this is our woofer, Kevin Bacon.
Hey.
So, can you say something in French?
Salut à tous.
So, he's a French woofter, and he's also a bow hunter actually, and a keen fisherman. Don't know if he's a keen catcherman, but he's a keen fisherman. So now we just have to find the rooster. There it is. There it is. Have you got your bow handy? Can you shoot it in the head?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, mate, go get your bow. Mean. He's gonna go shot for shot. If he misses the first shot, then I'll have a crack at it.
Cool.
Kevin's going to be shooting with his ballista, and I'm going to be shooting with my bow. It's not even a bow. He calls himself a bow hunter, and he's got this complicated thing that's not even really a bow. It's a ballista, or a tray bucket. It's a handheld tray bucket.
Well, where is he?
Ready? Alright. Here we go. Headshots only, please, sir. I'm going to grab my bow just in case he misses. It's that black one out there. Let's make sure he's... I don't want him shooting one of my turkeys. I'm going to point it out to him just so he doesn't shoot the bloody turkey. Alright, see that turkey there? It's not him, but look behind the turkey.
Oh yeah, the black one.
There, mate. That's him, yep.
White hen.
You ready? Alright, I'm rolling. Oh, mate.
I got it.
Well done, sir. Well done. That's a great representative trophy, and one I'd be very happy with if I shot it myself. Oh, look at that. The hen's attacking it. It's like, all right, he's down. Look at that. That's hard out. Look at the chickens just laying into him. Oh, they're all laying into him. Oh, it's a free-for-all. This is unprecedented. Oh my God. Holy shit, that was hard out. I wonder if Kristen would do that to me if I got shot in the head, if she'd just come in and just lay in the boot while I was down. That's quite disturbing. The turkeys, I'm not sure. I think the turkeys have got quite nice personalities by the looks of it. They're quite concernicus. Yeah, what happened there, fella? Mean. I reckon seeing as Frenchie shot it, he's going to have to gut it and... I'll pluck it. No, he's going to have to gut it and pluck it as well. What do you reckon? Anyway, he's the woofer. He worked his ass off today. I feel a bit bad asking him to pluck the chicken. But it's tradition, and don't want to break tradition here in New Zealand while he's here. So... pluck away, sir. Where is he? Oh, there he is. He's out of shot. He's trying to hide. He's still holding his chicken up.
Yeah, I don't know what to do now.
What? You got to pluck it. Got to pull all the feathers out. Okay. There's going to be a flurry of feathers floating around, and then we're going to gut it. We're going to eat the bastard tomorrow night. Or maybe a couple of days. We'll put him in the fridge for a few days. Yep, you'll be next. Let me hear that carry on.
I don't think I'm a good plucker.
You getting there, mate? You getting there? Alright, Jesus. On the... Yeah, that's it. Gee, you're a bad shot, aren't you?
Yeah.
shit brew this morning. I didn't put enough coffee in it. It's just like drinking lukewarm coffee that's not brown. I know where I was going with that. Coffee shit. Oh dear, perfect morning for a hunt, but because I can't walk for 3 kilometres and kilometres and kilometres, I didn't go, and Charlie was pretty exhausted from his big day yesterday. Just caught. Alright, sweet, we'll cook him for lunch. Oh, we'll let him go again, eh? Oh, come on, big one following it. Yeah, gotcha. Look at this one. It's only just hooked. Off. Tore the hook clean off my lure as I was lifting him up. Eat it, eat it. Oh, eat it, eat it. Oh, hey. Hey, wait. Bring it to the right. Go. Hooked up. He's a nice one. Careful for his gills, we'll let this one go. Can you grab his tail?
Oh, I'm keeping Dad. He's my one.
Oh, okay. Oh, you already put your fingers in his gills. Oh, bugger. We were going to let that one go, but old Frenchie's just put his thumbs right in his gills, so we'll cook him up for lunch too.
It's my road, it's my road, it's my road. It's my road, it's my road, it's my road.
This one is awesome.
It's my wall, it's my wall. His eyes are open, his eyes are open. Oh, 'cause I want
in our party.
Hi, yes, had to cut that one a bit short, sorry, because we were going hunting last night to put another little hunting segment in there, and someone just bowls up to where we were going to go hunting, walks right past us, didn't even say hi, just looked at us, cruised by, and then went bloody hunting on the other side of the river where we were going to go, and it was obvious we were getting ready to go hunting. But a bit stink. I didn't say anything, I just went, oh, waved to them bye, and then we went home. So that's why there's no hunting segment in there. And I was going to go hunting this morning, but we decided to go fishing instead because the forecast changed for the ocean. So we loaded up the boat. 5 o'clock in the morning I got up, changed my mind. I'm not going hunting, I want to go fishing. Drop tools and go when the ocean comes flat. Drove down to the bar and Undernard and looked at it. Decided it was too sketchy and the forecasts were too conflicting and it's raining. We thought, nah, we're not going fishing. So I came home to finish off this video. Tuesday. It's Tuesday today, Tuesday morning. I'm not sure if you'll be watching this Tuesday night. Anyway, I'm going to finish it off with some knots. Who's that whizzing by there? Oh, it's the courier. Just going to pause this and go get the package. Glue, 777 glue, the glue rafts back up. Yes, anyway, where was I? Knots, that's right. Here's my rope. On the floor. Just going to show you a few knots to polish off the video because I wasn't sure what else to do and I was scratching my head going, what am I going to bloody do to make it up to the 20 minutes? So you're about to have 12 minutes of boring knots, maybe 12 minutes, from some of the things that we've tied. Alright, may have shown you these knots before, but I'm going to show you again. First knot, knots, trucker's hitch. I'm going to show you a range, and I'm down here, up here, range of trucker's hitches. Okay, a couple of different ones. The most easy and basic one is just to put 1, 2, 3, 4 twists in the rope, making a little loop, and then you put the loop through the loop, like so, and then you go down around whatever you're cranking down, the trailer, bales of hay, and then pull it tight, finish off with a half hitch to tie it up. So that's the basic trucker's hitch. Another trucker's hitch is, this is quite good for real heavy loads, not so good if it's bouncing. You can put one loop through there and then you can tie the knot through that. There we go. So that's a real quick basic one. It's quite cool because it's a sheep shank to make a trucker's hitch. Once again, if it's bouncing around, that can come undone. I like to do a double one of those. So instead of just the one loop, I'll make 2 loops. So I'll make 1 loop and then I'll bring a loop, put it through that first loop like so, and then I'll make another loop, make it where you can see it, another loop there and feed that loop through the other loop as well. So now we've got that running through 2 loops, you can see that. And then once again, this bottom loop, you just put the rope through, crank it down, finish it off with a couple of half hitches so it doesn't go anywhere. Alright, a couple of basic truckers hitches for you there. Finishing off a rope. So when you coil a rope up, this is what I quite often use for my jet boat or my rafts. A couple of different ways. I'll show you how to coil a rope actually. You guys probably already know this, but I'm going to bloody show you anyway. Alright, a couple of different ways to coil a rope. One's just to go around your arm, pretty basic with a single coil. Now, if you want to coil a rope, say on a jet boat, so you want to throw that rope, it's better to make double coils. So a loop on this side, a loop on that side, a loop on this side, a loop on that side. See that? And then you have your tail hanging off a little bit, and then when you chuck it, the rope just peels out without getting tangled. So I like to do this double coil. Now when I finish the rope off, I'll choke it, I'll get that loop down, so I'll pull that down there and then wrap that around once. Once I've gone around once, I'll actually get my thumb on there. I'll twist around there so you can see that, and see that there, thumb on there, and I'll crank that tight, and then I'll come along and I'll cross over. You see how I've crossed over there? So I've brought it around once, crossed it over once, cranked it tight, bring it around, cross it over again, and can you see that cross? Where's the cross? There it is. Crossed it over again, and when you cross it over there, that just locks it up, and then I'll do a couple of winds. Now, to finish it off, to finish off the rope, you just get a loop. I'll do it on the end of the rope actually. This is a little bit confusing.
Alright, coil that up again. Coiling, coiling. There we go. Leave yourself a 6 foot or so to finish it. Choke the chicken, wrap it around once, get your thumb on there, crank it tight, cross it over, wrap it a couple more times, and then this is the tail end here. See, that's the tail with about 2 feet of tail. Leave yourself about 2 feet. Get a loop, feed that loop through all of these loops. So all of those loops, feed that loop through there, and then you just come over the top of all of those loops and then pull the tail tight. Work it round so you're pulling all the looseness out of there. Pull that tail nice and tight. There we go. And that's how the rope's finished off. And then you can tie this end, or this end's already tied to the jet boat. That's the tag end or whatever. So then to undo it, you just grab that, loop it over, pull it tight, and then your rope comes free. Ta-da! Now when I'm running big rapids in my jet boat, I actually like to keep the rope coiled like this, but I won't tie it up. I'll just wrap it up at the top like this, like so, and then I'll tie a water bottle to this end, and this end I'll just stuff under the front of the boat, so that if the boat sinks, in theory anyway, I haven't actually sunk a jet boat and tested this theory out, but I'm sure it's going to work. When I do sink a jet boat, hopefully this end of the rope will coil off, and the water bottle, empty water bottle, not full water bottle, empty water bottle tied to this end is going to flap around on the surface, and I'll be able to grab the rope, so I won't have to dive down and get it. I'll be able to just grab the rope in my kayak or swim out or whatever, get another rope onto it, haul it to shore, pull it out of the river, and therefore save my jet boat. Yeah, so that's what I do when I'm jet boating big water, just in case, because when shit goes wrong in boats, it goes wrong really, really quick. Other knots, what other awesome knots can I show you? I'm going to show you a sheep bend. A sheep bend is a really good knot for joining together links of rope. This is also a real good knot for joining vines together and grasses. It's very strong and very quick, and it's a very good knot to join ropes of varying thicknesses. It's very similar to an Albright knot, fishing knot. So you make a loop in the tag end of one knot. That'll be the thick rope, this would be the thin rope. If you're joining ropes of 2 different diameters, and you just go through that loop, wrap it around like so. Yeah, it's a bit hard to see there, you can see that. And then this tag end get wrapped around and goes through there once. Now if I just wrap it through once, see that? That's a single sheep bend. Better to do a double sheep bend, so wrap it around again. Whammo. That's a double sheep bend right there. You can see that. It's very similar to a bowline actually, the way it's shaped. So there we go, that's the double sheep bend. Better to do a double sheep bend, and always make your tag ends at least this long so they don't pull out. So sheep bend, very quick and easy knot to join 2 ropes. Now you can also do sheep bend on a bight. So you can wrap that round there and just pull a loop of rope through that hole. There we go, and then you've got a sheep bend on a bight. If you need to undo that quickly, you can just rip that open and the whole lot undoes. Sheep bend, what a great bloody knot that is, and it's very similar to an Albright knot. An Albright knot when you're fishing would be like this, and then you'd go round and round and round and round and round 7 times, 8 times, 10, 15 times depending on your rope diameter, and then you go back through that hole again and then pull that all up tight. But that's for fishing knot, it's not for ropes. Another really good knot I'm going to show you fellas is a figure of 9. Now when you tie a knot in the end of the rope, say for pulling a car out of a ditch or whatever, you want a strong knot, but you want it to be able to undo easy as well, so you don't have to cut your rope, because once you put a rope or a knot under an immense amount of pressure, it's really hard to undo. You can use a bowline, but a stronger knot than a bowline is a figure of 9. Now it's very similar to a figure of 8. The advantage of using a figure of 8, that's a figure of 8, is it's the knot that can withstand the most force before breaking. So a figure of 9, you just go one more twist around and then put it up through. So not quite as strong as a figure of 8, but it's very, very close to the same strength, and once it's been put under a huge amount of pressure, it's still easy to undo. So that's a really good knot to tie if you're tying a knot to pull a car out of a ditch or hauling a jet boat out of a sunken river. What's another great knot? Bowline. The bowline, this is a good knot. It's almost a must have, I reckon, if you do any kind of driving and pulling and towing. The advantage of a bowline is that it can be put under immense strain and it's still relatively easy to undo. So most people say this is your main line, this is the tag end, this is the hole. The rabbit goes into the hole, he goes round the tree, and he goes back through the hole again. Ta-da! That's the bowline. So huge amount of pressure can be put on that, and it's still easy to undo. The disadvantages of a bowline or a bowline, or bowline, I guess it's called a bowline rope or bowline rope, bowline knot, is that if it's jingling around like that, jingling around like it can come undone. So if your boat's just sitting on the edge of the water and it's jingling around, it can come undone and your boat can float off. Not great. Okay, I'm going to show you another cool, this is called a sailor's hitch, I think. I'm not too sure, I can't remember. It's like a bowline, but what you do is you make your hole and then you put a loop through that hole, and then you get the tag end and you put another loop through that loop and then pull it tight. Now the advantage of this knot is you can undo it real quick. So you can just grab that and it's undone. So this is a really good knot to tie your boat up with if you're on the side of a river and you just need to tie it up while you're running safety for someone and you need to quick escape. So just put a knot through there, shunk, there we go, or some kind of quick release knot. So it's just like a bowline, but you put a loop through the hole that the rabbit goes through, then put another loop through that loop. Once again, quick release, pull that tight, and she undoes. So it's someone tell me what that knot's called, I can't bloody remember. It's pretty choice anyway. Bowline or bowline is also great to make a harness with and adapt the harness. So you can make a really quick harness, get a big loop, make it wrist to wrist of the person you're tying for, see the end of the loop and that wrist, not there, and that's where we're going to put the loop. Same as tying a bowline, there's the loop, rabbit goes through the hole. Now when you pull that double loop there, see the single loop's going to go around your waist, these double loops are going to go around your legs. So you pull that halfway through, so you've now got 3 loops hanging off, and then that's gone through the hole. So you just keep this loop you've pulled, go around the tree, back through the hole again, ta-da, and there you have a harness. So you now have got a knot with 3 loops hanging off, and then you can put 1 loop around your waist and 2 loops around your legs, and you can lower someone down a cliff or pull them up a cliff, and you can use that as a chest harness too. That's a great knot. I remember tying all these knots and doing a video about this previously. Alright, news. What news have we got? What else can I talk about to keep you guys entertained? If anyone's still watching this, I know it's been painful, hasn't it, if you already know how to tie knots. Painful as. I got a Skype call from a production company who was just told by Discovery to develop a series with me, but problem is I just signed up with another production company. I can't say too much about it, for another series that may not even happen, because we've been through this before several times and it's gone up the post and then got picked at the top. So I'm not getting my hopes up, but who knows, I may be back on TV again. I mean, this is great, I love doing this, make my own video stuff, and I am going to continue doing this. I'm not going to stop, because I really like producing my own shit and putting whatever I want in it, and I can say shit and I don't get in trouble much. I'll probably get in trouble for saying that. Someone will say, please can you not swear, because my kids watch. But anyway, there's just boys, there's no girls around here, kids, so please don't be saying the S word if your parents don't want you to. Stuff, let's change that to stuff. Alright, so stuff. I can't even remember where I was going with that. Anyway, that's some pretty exciting news today. The other news is my dog's been caught in a gin trap. By crikey, who would do such a thing? Bikes, yes, motorbikes, which aren't actually going. All the spokes are loose on the RMZ 450 I bought. I should have bloody checked it over before I bought it. I didn't. I just bought it sight unseen, and the guy said it's mint, there's nothing wrong with it. Needed a wheel bearing, the spokes are all loose. I can't tighten the damn thing, so I'm going to have to take the tyre off and either get new nut ends for the spokes. I don't even know if that's what you call them. I don't know much about motorbike mechanics. Or I might have to get a new rim for the damn back of it. I've already replaced the front wheel bearings, so I'm meant to be going down to the Catlins this weekend to go on a ride with Stu Drever, who's given us an XR100 for Jack to ride. So we'll see. Hopefully I'm going to make it to the Catlins. Kristen doesn't want to come because it's probably a 12-hour drive, and she says I ain't driving for 12 hours because she just had to drive to Christchurch and back with Sunny last week. So Yes, I might be down in Dunedin this weekend. Keep your follows eyes peeled. In the Catlins, there's some kind of motorbike ride going on. I don't know if we'll do that because the boys haven't had hardly any biking experience, and if it's a technical trail ride, we won't be going on it. But if it's easy, we'll go on that, and we're going to be riding somewhere. So keep your follows eyes peeled. Next weekend, motorbike riding. Yes, anyway, that's it. Have a great weekend. Anybody wants to see anything in particular, let me know. Oh, look at this sea lettuce. Harvested some sea lettuce to eat the other day. It's not very nice. Also harvested some kelp to eat the other day. That's also not very nice. It's just very seaweedy. It's supposed to be very good for you. So we're going to dehydrate it, crumble it up, and put it in our salt and pepper. Okay, that's it. Tally-ho. Have a good week. See you next Tuesday.